Are we losing the soul of design to the algorithm?
The algorithms will take over when you have mammoth scale.
I feel the algorithm, what it doesn't have, and no algorithm in the world can give you this, is intuition and emotional awareness. And what do I do? My train is in the evening, I have 5 lakhs, where do I keep it? And he says, why don't you go see a movie? Nobody will steal the money in the cinema hall. So I actually went and saw a matinee show in Canada.
How does a young brand build something that lasts 10 years, not just 10 years?
Many tech companies, many past D2C brands are looking at quick investments, early or mid-level exits.
The big question is if those young brands can actually last 10 years. Shantnu hates rapid fires.
One word that describes the future of Indian fashion.
Resilient. For the longest time, we've been known as craft providers to the world.
It's called reverse colonization. Now we're going to go back and start colonizing through our culture.
Hi everyone and welcome back to That's So Mudita, where we explore the ideas, emotions and businesses shaping contemporary Indian luxury. Today, I have with me two of India's most celebrated designers and the powerhouse duo behind Shantnu and Nikhil. Hello, hi.
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 How are you doing?
Good. You can call me Nikhil and Shantnu. No sirs.
Okay, great. So
I feel old.
I'm so excited to dive into the journey, the creative process and all the behind the scenes that happen into building such a legacy brand. So should we get started?
Yes,
We need 5 hours for that. I doubt it.
We have plenty.
Okay, let's go.
Okay. So when did you stop being just designers, have to start being founders, like managing people, finances, operations? How did that feel?
It's always been the case.
Since the start.
Founders is a new age word that's being used in 2020s onwards. But back then, when we founded the business, we were still running it like an efficient machine, which had its house codes, its rules in place. Isn't it?
we have always been very entrepreneurial-like in our way of looking at things. I call myself a fashion entrepreneur. Whenever I'm asked a question, what do you do? Which just goes to show that we are nothing without the people that build the business for you. Hence, even in our second journey after the merger, we believe we are a startup, which means a startup will have to have an entrepreneurial streak, a founder level led strategy, is still risk taking, and we're all about taking risks. So the founder entrepreneur spirit started from the outset and will continue to be.
When you were laying down the foundation of this business, what was the actual blueprint? Like, did you have a 5-year, 10-year plan?
You know, entrepreneurship is a very, it's a very scary thing.
Yes.
It takes away a lot from your personal life. It takes a lot away from your emotional life. The one thing that entrepreneurs believe is, or have, is perseverance. You can set many goals, 5-year goal, a 10-year goal. We did all of those. But the reality is that entrepreneurs have a knack of solving problems at the very onset, at the time when a problem arises. And businesses run on daily problem solving. They don't necessarily run on a 5-year plan.
Definitely.
When we started, it was hard to run businesses because the textile industry was only driven towards producing for the West. And therefore exporters enjoyed a great deal of adulation and wealth. But designers had an arduous task. We would not be available to, or we would not get fabrics if we needed to buy a small meterage, because the market was only conducive for the Western world, which meant we had to buy large sums of fabrics. And I think if you look at post 2015, you could say that you can have a 5-year or 3-year plan. Now people have 3-year plans. They build brands, and within 3 years they exit. But those times were very different.
Fashion, when we started, was so much at its nascent stage that everything around fashion was an anomaly. Supply chain was an anomaly. Retail was an anomaly. There were no malls at that time. We were working out of our own homes as boutiques. There was really nothing that could justify why we are in this. So it was an ongoing challenge. So surviving on a daily basis was far bigger than creating a 5-year plan.
Correct.
Because revenues were hard to find. Where do you get revenues? the whole India Fashion Week concept just started in 2001, which is where fashion started to open up to a larger audience.
But also, even back then, fashion was always considered to be promiscuous and a second-hand business, or a business that you only do if you have money.
Yes.
Like a hobby.
Yeah, very private shows, private customer acquisitions, all of it. And everybody was trying to just get a very small piece of the pie by jumping over one another. So there were barriers, more so barriers for us as well, because...
Think of it like this. If we take away social media today,
I was just going to come to that.
if we take away social media, we take away print media, and you open a store inside your house, how do you communicate it to for clients to come to you?
we didn't have Vogues, we didn't have Harper Bazaars, we didn't have any magazine where you could, all you had was the newspaper, and that's about it.
So it was hard because I remember that when we had our first boutique, which was on the second floor of our home, and the address to find the place without Google Map, we would have clients coming at 11 o'clock in the morning, and we would often wonder how did they land up. It was the power of word of mouth. But even to get to a point to have them to come to you, you have to work really hard. That means you have to penetrate into one wedding or one occasion, and then you're left alone, because if they don't speak about you, then no one's going to come to you. So first the conversation would be, oh, I'm wearing a Shantnu Nikhil, which was never the case in 2000s, early 2000s. People really didn't bother about what you're wearing. Once they spoke about us, then the next conversation would be, where do you get them? Then the person would give the address, and that time, to be writing it down would probably be, even notes was not even a part of a phone.
Yeah.
So to remember the phone number and then to call, directly get in touch with us, fix up an appointment and come. It was a long, that process used to take months, if not years. And now, of course, it happens in under 3 seconds that you can just contact someone. We've been through that.
Yeah. No, so sometimes, I personally feel that success is not necessarily found in the most logical things that you do. Success is found through the hardships and the contradictions and the frictions that you try to navigate. And I think the first leg of the journey till really fashion as an industry started to evolve, it was all about fighting these contradictions.
Yes.
Making sure people understand why do we even exist and who are we. But one thing was very clear, and I think that's the way we were educated, the way we were always very middle class. Our parents, our families, they struggled to send us abroad. We've seen the hardships, and we are sportsmen, so we know what it takes to lose and then come back and win again. We were very clear that considering that we're going to be very out of the box, we're going to be unique, there was nothing like us. But we're going to play it hard when it comes to marketing. We were, I think, the only Indian designers in 2000s who had Lintas as a PR agency where they were representing us, because that's the only way we could have made our presence felt, is by doing a strong PR marketing strategy, which didn't exist at that point in time. And I think that's what started to also play in many a designer's mind, that how are these guys who don't look like designers first and foremost, how are they in the thick of things? So there was...
Yeah, I remember there used to be other designers used to call us Mehra sons. They thought we were jewelers.
Yeah.
That was funny.
Yeah, so those were those times. I still remember one quick case in point. At the fashion weeks, while we were still trying to figure out who the buyers are going to be, who your customers are, because we were just evolving as a forum, as Lakme India Fashion Week. There were just a handful of international designers that used to be a part of the Fashion Week. And I remember how designers used to just grab them and tell them to come to their stalls and not to go here, not to go there. So, we've seen all kinds of things.
Yeah, we stood outside our stall waiting for a buyer to pass by, and that buyer would never make it because the other designers wouldn't allow them to. And naturally so, the market was tough.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then, we would be the last ones shutting our stall with no sale. And that continued. But eventually God's been very kind.
But how did that feel?
I mean, it feels crap. Like, you work hard, you've put together a collection over 6 months, and then you present it, and you're very excited about it, people are talking about it, and then you still don't have buyers coming and picking up. I remember there was a time when I'd taken a suitcase full of sherwanis to Bangalore in a train to make the sale with a store, and I called up Shantnu that I've just sold 40 sherwanis and getting an advance of, I think it was 5 lakhs. That was a lot of money, in 2001. And what do I do? My train is in the evening. I have 5 lakhs. Where do I keep it? I'm scared. And he says, why don't you go see a movie? Nobody will steal the money in the cinema hall. So I actually went and saw a matinee show, like a random movie.
That's a great advice.
Yeah, in Kannada. And I was just sitting there waiting for it to finish. It finished, and then I took the train back, and at night I was guarding the money like it's my life, because there are salaries to be paid, and artists and craftsmen to be paid. And so we took small steps like this, and we remember all those little journeys actually count to make the brand today. But these were important journeys, I feel. In fact, Shantnu and I went to Bombay once to do a sale, and the guy was very offlandish. Says, what is this collection? I don't like it. But then in the end of the conversation, he says, okay, I'll buy the whole thing, but at a 50% discount. And I said, you've not treated us well. We're not going to sell to you. 8 years later, I get a call from the same guy. He didn't know, or 12 years later, he called me and he said that I want you to, he introduced himself. I didn't know it was the same guy till the time in the course of the conversation, and he says, we'd like you to design the clothes for the Chief Minister of Mumbai. We went there. He saw us and we saw him, and he realized it was the same guys. And now the whole position had completely changed, because we were the same guys he was being offlandish with, and now he's treating us like God, because he wanted us to do the clothes for the CM. So life is karmic like that, and it's quite beautiful. It plays out in different ways, and it's quite humbling as well.
Yes. Okay. So let's talk about the giant in the room. What was it really like behind doors to collaborate and partner with a powerhouse like ABFRL?
Aditya Birla is a legacy business. It's not a business of just providing, but it's creating opportunities across the country and the world. They've not done anything where they've not taken it from 0 to 2000. And what we love about them is the whole ecosystem they've built around a business, the supply chain, the precision on manufacturing. You don't have to step away from the conglomerate to look for other partners to help you build things together. It's like, really, for people like us, it's a candy shop where you walk in and you get anything you need. Of course, also comes with a great amount of discipline, which we also have inherited because of the travesty we've gone through. So we understand there is a very common emotional link between us two, and a very strong professional link as well. So when Kumar met Shantnu and me, he also felt that this process of precision and creativity coming together works for a brand or works for a company like his. And so our goals are common. And that's why this giant in the room is quite incredible. And we hope that we make them proud in the process that and the journey we've embarked on.
So what did that scale teach you for your own brand?
It just taught us the science of retail. Let's be honest. There is one thing. First things first, we were always deprived of some good supply chain.
Yes.
What we did in the first 10-15 years, suddenly we get this new network of sourcing capabilities, and the fact that there is some sort of corporate governance happening through systems. It just makes data is traveling so much more faster. Getting a good grip on e-commerce and understanding what is data telling you, and now with AI coming in, and how subtly we're using AI into our merchandising, planning, thought process. So what categories are doing well, what price points are doing well, which store is unique to what categories. This is now getting integrated into some sort of technology tool which is also helping us make some faster decisions. I think that's the biggest learning of scale. Scale does not come with the fact that you open 100 stores. We take pride in building operational efficiency through scale, and I think that a lot of these things now we are understanding better, because when we started we were 4 stores, couture stores. Now we're a network of 24 stores, which includes 19 SNN stores and 4 couture stores, so 23. And all of these processes are now just sitting well with giving us access to faster decision making.
And these 19 stores have happened in 5 years.
Oh, wow.
So it's been like, we went from here to full speed. A lot like the Indian growth as well. So I think the timing for us to be in the place where we are is perfect.
Yes. How do you see the fashion business changing over the next few years? And are we losing the soul of design to the algorithm?
Listen, as humans, we're always searching for a soul, which means we never are in touch with it.
Oh, that's deep.
We're not losing it, we just don't have it. Like, we're always searching for it. Whether it's in relationships, it's in a personal mental state, which is an important aspect of life today, and even in business. We stay quite aware of who we are and what we need to do while we are here. I think algorithms is the way of the universe confusing you, and you have to have today more self-awareness than anything else. What is an algorithm going to teach you is, do you believe in yourself?
It depends. Algorithms will take over when you have mammoth scale. You have fast fashion. We are far away from being fast fashion. We'll always be very inclusive as a brand. We'll always be scalable to a certain amount.
The other thing, I feel the algorithm, what it doesn't have, and no algorithm in the world can give you this, is intuition and emotional awareness.
Especially in fashion and in quiet luxury fashion. No algorithm can take over. It's also how much data you want to consume, and then the human instinct takes over. Because nothing is right or wrong. Fashion is changing, it's evolving, but we're still very far behind. We still have a long way to go in this country when it comes to high street fashion being recognized as high street, bridge to luxury being recognized as bridge to luxury. Till date, we don't have one organized retail ecosystem that only appreciates bridge to luxury brands. We don't have one super luxury mall that only does super luxury clothes. So how do you bifurcate different forms of fashion in different clusters? I think there is still a long way to go. We're still vying for one spot where hundreds are also doing things, but good things are happening in tier 2, tier 3 cities. Lots of like a mall culture is being developed there. Brands are being incubated. So while there are good things that are happening on that front, but there's still a lot that needs to be done to divide the mainstream fashion designers from retail brands.
Yes. The world is moving so fast with micro trends. How does a young brand build something that lasts 10 years, not just 10 minutes or a week?
The big question is if those young brands can actually last 10 years.
That's what.
Right. And micro trends, again, are a lot of these. Why do these trends happen? Because somehow the intention is to do a quick exit. If you want to walk in and do a quick 100 meters, you're going to do it and leave. Micro trends happen because people want to make a quick. You remember that doll, Lububu?
Still is a big rage.
Yeah, and you give it another 2 years and people are going to start throwing them in the garbage can. And so, again, it was a micro trend. It came from something that you tap into, a certain kind of insecurity that brings newness to your lifestyle. A lot of lonely people would love products. As the world gets isolated, micro trends will continue. The moment the world comes into harmony, micro trends will be gone. This past decade, and it'll continue for the next 5-7 years, the world is going to get more isolated. It's going to get sadder. It's going to have a lot more depression. You're going to continue seeing micro trends happening. It's exactly to do with the human state of mind today. Because when we were growing up, there were nothing known as micro trends. They were fads. Fads also lasted 3 years. And there was a time when Duran came up with a concert and they had long hair with a side sash. Everyone had it for 3 years. Those were micro trends, but with macro length. And now within 3 years, people are creating a business and exiting and dying because they didn't know how to manage the money. The whole world has become, even from a behavior point, a micro trend.
Having wars now, fighting wars is a micro trend. Makes that country, the aggressor, look like a superpower.
So exactly like when you were starting out, you said print media was there that helped you build.
But like if brands are starting out now, they have to hop onto the social media trend. So what advice would you give to those brands?
Again, instinct, uniqueness, and story. That can never change. We've been telling stories since 2000, and people came to us because of the story we told. We have to continue doing it, whether it's that platform or you do it at an election campaign or you do it at a cabinet meeting or you do it at a boardroom. Still have to tell stories.
Yes.
And while you're telling stories, if you build communities and you create your cluster of people that you want to reach out to, I think that's a must for any brand to really start making noise. Because let's be honest, there are fashion weeks, there are many designers. How do you steal the limelight? Yes, you can do it if you have great product, because I'll tell you, great product will always far exceed great marketing. You have great product and you have a way to express the story behind that great product to the community you want to reach out to, and that if social media plays that, then play it correctly.
And what is a great product? It comes from you, your soul, who you are, what you've been through, what you carry with you, what's your purpose. It's basically celebrating someone's purpose of why they exist. If people know why you exist, everyone's with you.
Yes. I think again it's your morals and endurance as well that people need to know.
It's everything about you that
Yes.
people are buying into. Today, when someone buys a Shantnu Nikhil product, they're buying a piece of our existence,
Yes.
our journey, our life, our endeavor, our belief in our spirituality.
Okay, so what is the rawest piece of advice you would give to youngsters or emerging brands looking for investors? What should they absolutely look for, and more importantly, what are the red flags they should run away?
What do you need the money for? Is it for you to feel validated that you're worth it? Or is it for you to lead a business that helps lives working for you? Is it to see large number of your employees' children coming and joining your business? Is it to uplift the society? What is it? And then your answers, and then how much do you need? Further go deep into it, saying how much do you deserve?
That's most important. Many tech companies, many fast D2C brands are looking at quick investments, early or mid-level exits. I don't think that should be the mindset. The mindset is to build a legacy and then see how investment kind of falls into the legacy that you want to build.
And legacy is built when you help families come together.
Yeah.
When people can look back and say, and when you die and at your cremation, you have 1,000 people standing there missing you because you made an impact in their children's and their grandchildren's lives. I think that there has to be a human connect, because money is just transient. No one's taking it back or anywhere.
Correct.
What is the impact you're going to leave?
One word that describes the future of Indian fashion.
I think resurgence of the Indian culture describes the future of fashion.
Okay.
I feel it'll be, resurgence is a nice word, but if I were to have another word, it'll be resilience. For the longest time, we've been known as craft providers to the world. I think we're reaching a stage where we are creating.
I know the word for that. Recolonizers. It's called reverse colonization.
Yeah.
I think that's the word
Reverse
for India.
colonization.
Yeah.
Now we're going to go back and start colonizing
Yes.
through our culture.
Nice. Okay.